What is going on, my Cardano friends? It's your friend Jack here. In today's video, we're not going to be talking about this banana, but we are going to be talking about some bananas NFTs, and those are going to be my top 3 Cardano NFT picks. But before we get into the video, just in case none of these NFT projects pan out for me and they all go to zero, please consider staking with the Jack stake pool so you can not only earn passive ADA on your ADA, help decentralize the Cardano blockchain, but also grab Hosky, which is even more worthless than anything that I'll be mentioning in this video could even possibly be. Now, let's get into the video. So we're going to play a little fun guessing game to start off, and you can comment in the comments right now, what are my top 3 projects? And I'll give you a hint. You can see all 3 of them right here in this list. From 1 to 9, 3 of them are in there that I'm going to talk about in this video. And no cheating. Don't look at the tabs at the top up there. That's cheating. Just comment below. Don't think about it. And let me know what you think my top 3 are before we get into the video. And see if you were right. And you can edit your comment if you want and be right anyways, if that's what you really feel like doing. Also, trust me when I say this, you're going to want to watch until the very end, because at the very end, I'm going to reveal all my holdings of each project, and that's super interesting and awesome, so make sure you watch to the very end. And no, don't skip to the end. You have to watch the whole video, otherwise you won't be able to see it. Alright, and of course, the first project is SpaceBuds, okay? There's a lot of reasons for this, not because the number go up, not because the floor price is insanely high, but it's because of the people behind it. And that's the reason for every project and them being in my top list. Because if I can't believe in the people behind the projects, I don't really want to be a top project for me in general. Most of my investments are based on people and their courage, their innovation, and what they can do to shock an audience or provide value to their holders in an NFT project. So that being said, SpaceBuds has someone brilliant behind it, and that is Alessandro. They also has Zeke as a co-founder, 2 co-founders, very smart people. And although SpaceBuds doesn't post much, they don't do things that are just following the trend. SpaceBuds will always to me be a piece of history at the very least, and a very strong one, but also an innovative project, building a SpaceBuds marketplace, being the first really 10K collections ever on Cardano. And in this case, when I say first, I actually mean it. It actually is true. But also, everything they've ever done has been in line with thinking outside the box and doing new things. So that alone, history alone, everything put together makes this one of my top 3 projects. I'm not going to say any of these projects are in a specific order, but SpaceBuds is in the top 3 along with the other 2 I'm going to talk about in this video. Not only did SpaceBuds come out with a brand new marketplace, smart contracts, open source for everyone else to use, including JPEG Store, including ZNFT.io, and really got the ball rolling, but also Alessandro, the creator of SpaceBuds, created NAMI wallets. And without NAMI wallets, we wouldn't have half of what we have today. So to be honest, a lot of innovation there, a lot of crazy things. And I do think even if this progresses further or not, this is something that will never be really forgotten. And for that reason alone, the history, everything, the people behind it, I would say this is absolutely a top 3 for me. And although my holdings may not reflect how much positive sentiment I'm putting towards it, I can say that I just like the project for the history and for everything that SpaceBuds has stood for while it's been out and while they've had huge success in the space over the past 8 months. Okay, we're not going to waste any time. We're going right to the second project. And the second project is Yummy Universe. Now, Yummy Universe by no means is a perfect project, okay? And to be honest, this is another case again where I am putting most of my conviction in the people behind the project. Now, I've talked to the Yummy team, I've been in their Discord, I've snooped around. There's a lot of things to be bullish on, and I'm by no means an expert. I'm honestly not the smartest of the bunch, but I do think that I like the project, and I would be very happy supporting the project going forward, knowing what all they're putting into is their blood, sweat, and tears, okay? They are working on this project day in, day out, from what I can tell. And there's a lot of promising things coming, like a play to earn game, Pokemon inspired. and a huge mass appeal for not just people in NFTs, but people outside of NFTs. So here's another way that I'm dipping my toes in the waters of mainstream adoption with Yummy Universe. And their website reflects a lot of attraction. Okay, just their characters, just their art in general will bring a lot of people in. But also, as it progresses as a project, I think this could be one of the biggest projects on Cardano. And am I completely uneducated in saying that? You betcha. But it's my top 3 pick, so what do you expect? Not only do they have play to earn, but throughout their history, Yummy Universe has always been a project to interact with the community and create funny things, okay? Always being part of this playful vibe does give it a mass appeal and does give more people coming into it the impression that, hey, we're here for something fun, and maybe it's not all about just flipping JPEGs. It does give a place of comfort. Is it the most popular in the whole crypto space, whole Cardano space? Not really, but I see a lot of potential for Yummy Universe to collaborate with other projects and really get people on board with their brands. Even if the rights of the NFT aren't fully commercial for you, I do think there is a lot of potential here just to have a project that does something more that is not just Cardano ecosystem related, but crypto ecosystem related, and also gaming in general ecosystem related. When I first came across Yummy Universe, I thought, hey, this is really cool. Maybe it could be something. But as time progresses, I've seen that the team has gotten more and more serious throughout what they're doing, and the project really has transformed into something that I could have never expected. Back in the day when I was just liking the project, I was only liking it mainly because I thought the NFTs were cute, and it has turned into a lot more than that. So for that reason, and for the reason of the team being so active and constantly working on this every day, night in, night out, on the grind, whatever, I do think that this project remains in my top 3 and will remain there for quite some time, and it will be a long-term hold for me. Okay, the last project of my top 3 picks, and this one is Dead Pixels. Now, Dead Pixels, me and Dead Pixels, we go way back, okay? I minted this in season 1, and I've loved them ever since I saw their drop system. And if you haven't seen that, I'll try to link a video down in the description or a live stream of me using it many months back. But the creator is AF, okay? And AF, to be honest, is the whole reason why I got into this. Not only did he create something super amazing at the time of launch, which got me interested in Dead Pixels, but he's continued to create innovative things throughout, similar to the Space Buds, and similar to Alessandro. AF is someone who builds awesome crap all the time and just kind of puts his head down and goes to work to make people happy, or to build cool things that end up making people happy. And this is not only because, my Pixel holdings are predicted to generate me $78,008 in yearly revenue with, I believe it's a 10,000 player base, which is a lot of players and might not happen. This is very speculative, but it's also because AF in general is just someone who has a lot of experience in doing things a professional way, but also doing things in a way which makes it easy for you to understand. The user interface, the user experience for all the Dead Pixels websites do showcase a thing of beauty, okay? Everything is super intuitive, super simple. The white paper, which I haven't went over in a separate video yet, is updated. There's play to earn aspects. There's so much here that you can gain from holding the NFT that it makes not much sense to sell at this point. Could I sell all my Dead Pixels right now and buy a shiny new Tesla? Yes, I could, but what am I going to do with the Tesla? Stare at it, look at it, drive it. I don't leave my basement in the first place. I'd much rather have some Dead Pixels at the moment that I could play games with and also earn passive income from. Because at the end of the day, passive income is everything. And if I could take $1 million right now or 1 penny for the rest of my life, you know which one I'm choosing. Comment down below if you actually do know. It's the penny. And before we go into my holdings of all these projects, I want to mention one last thing about Dead Pixels. And I kind of mentioned it earlier, but that is the people behind the projects, okay? That comes down to every decision I've made, putting these in my top 3. It's because of the people behind the projects. Nothing is going to push a project more than the original founders and the people behind the project pursuing something that they're very passionate about. And to be honest, I see that a lot in these projects, which is why I'm so excited about them. Not because they all have play to earn or they have some passive income reward here, but just because the people are focused on their project and that alone. Me, myself, and my project, I do focus on it, but the intensity that these people are putting into this is something that can't really be matched with the community or DAO. And overall, the leadership there is just by example. People are putting in tons and tons of time every waking hour or a lot of waking hours, and it shows in the end result of what the user or what the NFT holder is to get out of the project. One last thing before I show you my holdings. I also want to mention I'm not bashing on other projects that don't have 24 hours a day, quit their full-time job to go straight into making shiny JPEG holders rich. That's not what I'm saying here. I'm just saying these projects have passionate people who are doing things and putting that passion into the place that is their NFT project full-time. Okay, now let's get into my holdings. First off, we have dead pixels. Yeah, we're doing a little bit of reverse switcheroo order. And I do have 16 dead pixels. Keep in mind, I minted every single one of these for around 35 to 45 ADA. So I did not pay 700. I did not pay 1,000. I did not pay the current 1,700 floor for these pixels, but I have been holding them since the mint, which was about 6 or 7 months ago. And I've just been holding them because I like the project, so it makes it easy to hold and not too tempted to take profits when the floor is crazy like it is today. Next, we have Space Buds. And Space Buds, I actually only have one Space Bud. I bought this for 3,300 Cardano, and it is the only one I own at the moment. Am I going to pick up more Space Buds? Possibly, but likely I would roll my profits from other flips, from other NFTs. I would roll those profits into Yummy Universe and Dead Pixels at the moment, as they are a cheaper buy-in price per NFT, and to me, would have a bit more room to grow. I don't know exactly where Space Buds are going to go, if they're going to be the CryptoPunks of Cardano or whatever else, but either way, I wouldn't mind picking up another Space Bud. I think it'd be a great investment, a great opportunity, and I would like some more, but for the time being, I only have one Space Bud. Now let's get over to Yummy Universe. Yummy Universe, I have 13 of the original collection, and I do have the seasonals, which we'll go over in a sec, but most of these I got around 100 ADA. Probably half of them I got around 100 ADA. One of them I minted, and at the time of this NFT drop, I sold one after I minted it for about 1,900 ADA. Then I rolled that 1,900 ADA into buying more. So realistically, most of this is me playing with profits. I probably dumped around 1,000 ADA from the vault, my vault into Yummies because I like them. But I do have quite a bit of Yummies, 13 at the moment. And then the seasonals are also another story. 7 of the winter ones, most of these I minted, except for I believe one of them. So I got them for about 55 ADA if you take into account all the costs. And then we have also here the last but not least Spoopy Naras, which I have also 8 of. So I have a lot of Yummies. I have a lot of Dead Pixels. I only have one Space Bud, but overall, all these projects have different reasons for me being very convicted in them. Now, my conviction doesn't have to waver too much. I just kind of sit here on my hands and do nothing and allow the values of the NFTs to go up. Could they crash and burn at any time? Probably. But to be honest, I like the projects. I like the people behind them. And that is my top picks for this year for my long-term holds as of right now. As last time I did a top 3 picks, it was drastically different and the space was not as mature as it is today. Funny enough though, Dead Pixels and Space Buds were both in my top 3 picks, and they still are for good reason. So thank you guys so much for watching. It's been your friend Jack. I hope you guys have a great freaking day. Peace out.